Had we done anything differently way back then, we wouldn't be where we are today. It's a lifelong dedication. It's an idea that was an exciting inspiration from the very beginning, and that keeps on inspiring new excitement time and again, right up until the present day. We've always been driven by a total commitment to driving performance, to satisfy every driver's needs. Most notably with the 911 in all its derivatives. It's the result of an evolution in which our engineers redefined the limits of technical feasibility and surpassed them each time.
The 911 is a breathtaking idea. For 40 years, it has exemplified our vision of a timeless sports car. It totally redefines mobility as more than mere transportation. Hallmark of the 911, the 6-cylinder boxer engine. This 3.6-liter aggregate and light metal design generates 320 horsepower. Its maximum torque of 370 Newton meters is already available at 4,250 RPM, meaning spontaneous reaction to every command. Yet, it needs up to 6% less gasoline than its predecessor, despite top speeds of up to 285 kilometers per hour and 0 to 100 acceleration in about 5 seconds. What was once exclusively reserved for the 911 Turbo and 911 GT2 models is now standard in every 911, VarioCam Plus. VarioCam Plus is a 2-in-1 engine concept. Depending on engine speed and load, it alters valve timing and valve lift. This permits spontaneous acceleration with surprisingly low fuel consumption. The engine is ventilated by cross-current cooling with fully integrated coolant flow. Dry sump lubrication ensures reliable oil delivery. In all 911 models, Motronic ME 7.8 takes over engine management. Its principal functions are individual injection and ignition control for each cylinder, as well as throttle valve control. In the 911, you'll find 2 separate exhaust manifolds per cylinder row. Their catalytic converters are insensitive to temperature and vibration. They permit effective pollutant conversion together with that powerful 911 sound. Even the most advanced engine is only as good as the vehicle's transmission. And that's exactly where Porsche takes pride in a long-standing tradition, because the original 911 already had this power. Thanks to the sporty fine-tuning and precision response, the power gets where it belongs, on the road. With their carefully selected seamless ratios, the 6-speed manual transmission and the 5-speed Tiptronic S take maximum advantage of engine torque. In the Tiptronic S, you simply choose between the automatic lane or the 2 rocker switches in the steering wheel. In automatic mode, Tiptronic S offers a choice of 5 driving programs with different gear shift patterns, from economy for calm collected driving, all the way to the sporty program for dynamic driving performance. Such special features as gear retention during cornering, brake action downshift, active gear shift, and a terrain recognition feature assure the typical Porsche driving experience. Those who still want safer dynamics and a still more balanced handling with the best possible traction will opt for the intelligent all-wheel drive in the 911 Carrera 4 and Carrera 4S. Or their Cabriolet versions. It automatically distributes power to the wheels that need it most. This guarantees superior traction on wet or slick road surfaces and better control in curves. Yet the 911 with all-wheel drive retains the typical agility of a rear-wheel drive. Even the original 911 pursued just a single objective: sporty performance coupled with superior handling characteristics in extreme situations, with a chassis that leaves no question unsolved. The 911 of today follows the same philosophy. Thanks to uncompromising lightweight construction, both total weight and weight of unsprung masses have been reduced to a minimum. Pitch and roll in accelerating and braking, as well as side tilt and cornering, are likewise minimized. Porsche Stability Management (PSM) is an automatic control system to stabilize the vehicle in critical borderline situations. Sensors permanently monitor longitudinal direction, speed, yawing, and lateral acceleration of the car. From these parameters, PSM calculates the car's actual direction. If it deviates from the desired path due to oversteer or understeer, PSM initiates targeted braking action on individual wheels, thus keeping the car safely online longer. While other stability systems intervene early, limiting sporty driving, Porsche Stability Management in no way impedes the agility and sporting performance of the 911. From day one, Porsche has pioneered numerous safety measures. In active safety particularly, because Porsche believes in the ounce of prevention that keeps drivers from getting into difficulties in the first place. This is only natural in the 911. Special active safety features include balanced tuning of the chassis and a braking system based on a 4-piston monoblock fixed caliper principle. It achieves top test values on response times, stability, and straight-line tracking. The cross-drilled and internally vented brake discs assure outstanding deceleration performance. Should a sticky situation nevertheless be unavoidable, the 911 meets all known legal requirements governing occupant protection, whether in frontal, side, oblique, or rear-end impact or overturn. In case of accident, roll bars in all 911 Cabriolet models automatically extend within a fraction of a second. Full-size airbag for driver and passenger are just as elementary for Porsche as side airbags. The Porsche Side Impact Protection System, POSIP, consists of a side airbag and an energy-absorbing door section. In addition to thorax protection, POSIP improves protection of the head area, a feature that makes the 911 Cabriolet models especially safe versus other convertibles. The classic lines of the 911 of 1963 have remained a hallmark feature till the present day. They assure balanced lift on both front and rear axle, as well as outstanding performance properties. Even at high speeds, safe instantaneous tow changes are possible. The rear spoiler extends only when really needed, from 120 kilometers per hour. At Porsche, performance by no means implies a trade-off in comfort. On the contrary, taking advantage of all that is possible today, we have successfully managed the balancing act between comfort and sporting performance, because after all, we've come a long way in 40 years. On opening the driver's door, a spacious interior awaits. The variable rear seat configuration offers up to 200 liters of load volume. The trunk itself adds up to 130 liters of stowage space. Multi-function displays and onboard computer give the driver all information at a glance. Also fitted as standard in all 911s are a safety steering column with longitudinal adjustment, belt tensioner and belt limiter, as well as 3-point belts with belt height adjustment up front in the 911 Coupe. Over the past 40 years, automotive environmental requirements have changed radically. At Porsche, only the most modern, environment-friendly components are used. With current processes, more than 80% of the 911 can be recycled. Moreover, it meets not only the Euro 3D4 exhaust standard, but all valid emission regulations worldwide. The service intervals of the 911 also tell their own story. Porsche longevity has since become legendary. Some 2/3 of all Porsches ever built are still on the road today, because the best recycling is no recycling at all. But satisfying the needs of every driver also means constantly finding new interpretations of the 911 idea, such as the new 911 Carrera 4S Cabriolet, one of the most uncompromising cabriolets ever. It promises a driving experience that could hardly be more immediate, with permanent all-wheel drive, Porsche Stability Management (PSM), the 10mm lower sport chassis, and an especially rigid torsion-resistant body. The Cabriolet has traction and performance credentials as outstanding as those of the 911 Carrera 4S Coupe. And as in the Coupe, the tail section of the Cabriolet is 60mm wider, a visual enhancement showing beyond a doubt that agility and high-performance stability can harmonize perfectly. Outstanding airflow properties assure minimal draft with the top down, even at higher speeds. The 911 Carrera 4S Coupe and the Cabriolet feature metallic paint, leather appointments, and fully powered seats. The 911 Carrera 4S Cabriolet additionally offers a wind deflector that is easy to mount and can be conveniently stowed in the luggage compartment. Driving dynamics, equipment, and design. In all disciplines, the new 911 Carrera 4S Cabriolet turns in consistently sporty performance. Also unmistakably 911 are the open versions of the 911 Carrera and the 911 Carrera 4 with permanent all-wheel drive. With their elegant lines, they have lost not a millimeter of their sporting spirit. Both cabriolets achieve nearly the same drag and lift coefficients as the 911 Coupe. Hardly any other cabriolet can match it here. The top opens or closes within 20 seconds, even at speeds up to 50 kilometers per hour. The heated glass rear window offers improved visibility, particularly during the cold winter months. Additionally, a hardtop of high-strength aluminum is supplied as standard equipment. All cabriolets combine the advantages of top-down driving with tremendous performance potential, each in its own way, but all are typical 911. The 911 Targa is a completely different form of openness. It defines personal freedom as only a 911 Targa can. Its innovative glass roof can be lowered and partially or fully retracted to the rear at the touch of a button. Hallmark of the 911 Targa is the folding glass rear window. It can be opened automatically and provides outstanding access to the parcel shelf. Open or closed, the 911 Targa is a one-of-a-kind phenomenon.
The 911 has been produced longer than any other production sports car in the world. And from the very first second, it created a sensation, not only with its engineering, but also with its design. Yet you will not find a single part on the new 911 which is common with the original 911. Today, it meets all aerodynamic requirements without losing its aesthetic values. But as we all know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And of course it depends on what he beholds. That's how it was yesterday, that's how it is today, and that's how it will be tomorrow.
The Porsche 911. Nothing indicates that nothing's changed.